Get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. So first thing we're gonna do is do a little trimming on this sweet petunia. Uh, but I guess the first thing we're gonna do is just turn my music on because I'm gonna lose my mind if we don't play music in here. So we got yo, Dragon, what's good? We're gonna trim this right side up. I think we're gonna get rid of a lot of the throwing lines. I just want this thing to be like not weighing anything. Um, you know? So that's the first thing on the agenda today. And then we're gonna trim everything else. Dragon, what's up? Tell me everything. How's your day been? Really don't like this wobble there, but oh hell yeah. What was was there something specific that was being that you were working on with them? So usually I wouldn't get rid of the throwing lines because I think they're pretty and everything. But the big thing about sake is that you don't want a sake bottle that feels heavy because then you think that there's more sake in there and then you get depressed. And you don't want someone who's drinking sake to get depressed in that moment, you know? Okay, cool. What are you gonna work on today? Yeah, interesting. And how do you deal with that? I have a lot of very anxious students from time. I mean, not from. I don't have a lot. From time to time, I get very anxious students, and having them be able to just kind of like commit and just have fun is more challenging than getting them to actually do anything. Because usually those people are super good. They're the ones who actually excel. I've noticed. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe like making some ornaments or something. Considering the holidays are really coming up soon. My van? I do love my van. How do you know I live in a van? Yeah, it is hard, right? Oh my god, what kind of van? I bet you can guess it too. Seemed like a smart chap to me. Hi, hi. I think we're pretty good. I bet you can figure it out. You name it, I bet it's right. We're feeling wall-wise. You think so, Tiffany? What kind of stuff do you make? Tell me everything. Yeah, this is the black play. I do live in a travel van. Oh my god. Keep guessing. I love this. I bet you can guess the year too. You're feeling, you're guessing everything out really, really well, so I'm kinda guessing you can guess the van, model year, all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah. Again, I like it more with the throwing lines in it, but, we got a MAGA in here. Nice. USA! USA! Gotta love it. Alright. Weird, look how off that is. Interesting. So, I don't think I'm gonna do it to the other one. I mean, we're just gonna leave the other one a little bit heavier, just because I like the look of it so much more. I guess I can use that bat. Thanks, Daz. Cool. That sounds great. Hi, hi. How's it going? What's up, Josephine? Very cool. Well, welcome in. Huh. I love it. A toddler found a word from like the 90s and was trying to get people to say it. It's great. Okay. Hi, hi. Jess, how are you? We're trimming stuff today. We're just trimming everything that we made yesterday, essentially. I kind of regret trimming that other sake bottle already, but you know what? I'm gonna bring it to a show, and that's the one that's gonna sell first. That's just always what happens. Yep. The bowls. Any more commissions? Yeah, I got a plate commission, but it hasn't been worked out fully, so we're not gonna work on it today, unless they come through and tell me the specifications. So, Murray. Oh, hell yeah, Jess, you have a busy morning. I wake up at 5 now every morning, and, my neighbor's leaf blower started at 7:30. I was out having a cup of tea by a fire. It's pretty, exciting, thrilling stuff. Really happy for them to do that every morning. I'm great. How are you? Tell me everything. How's your day been? What's new? What's happened? I mean, they're just boring. I think every stage of a plate's kinda boring. It's like, it takes no effort to throw, it takes very little effort to trim. They take up too much space in the kiln. It's kind of annoying. Good, glad to hear. I'm colorblind, I can't read, sorry, B. Oh, good, I'm glad. Cool. That'll be exciting. Why would I be covered in clay? You don't get covered in clay unless you are kinda, like, either doing a serious production day or you're not, you don't know what you're doing. Those are, like, the 2 options, really. Nice. Being accused is, I'm gonna put you in timeout. I already said awesome. Man, oh man, people trolling, me responding to them, and then them keep going like I'm not. Insane. I like that I can put people in timeouts, it's nice. So this can be on the slightly heavier side for what it is. The bowl that you're drinking out of needs to be a little bit lesser. That way, that's one of our matcha bowls, pouring bowls. It takes about 15 minutes for it to dry before you can paint it. You can use a lot of like acrylic paints or oil paints are kind of my favorite. I guess I should start signing these again. I haven't been signing my work. I should probably start again. But yeah, like 15 minutes, and then you can use watercolor um, or oil paint. The oil paint's a little aggressive on the clay body, so I wouldn't really recommend it, but it doesn't take very long before you can start. Yeah. I do like what I do. Yeah, it's fun. I got no complaints. As long as I keep doing this as a living, I'm going to. Pretty psyched on the fact that I can do it at all. Kiln? What's a kiln? I most part I don't know what that is, but, like, I'm pretty sure you just make this and then you just paint it with some, like, acrylics and stuff. Space, I don't know what that is. Is it like an oven? Because I've seen people put pottery in their ovens in their house before. Exactly, Jess, we just need a good microwave. Space, I'm really new to this, so, this is my 15th day, so I'm just a shot over 2 weeks in. A specific oven. What's specific about it? Does it do something different than my, oven in my house? Like, what's the difference? "Hi, hi." "Nope, only child." Higher temperature for specific time. Um, how wait, so what temperature are you usually firing to? "Aisha, what's up?" Hang on, witch firing? What do you mean by witch firing? Claire, you're throwing things at me that I have never heard before. Tell me everything. When you say witch firing, are there different types of these ovens? So, like, you can bake your work in different kinds of ovens? Or, like, what feel like I'm gonna learn a lot today. Um, what is baking, um, the moist why am I trying to get rid of the moisture? Oh, a gym sa honestly, a run sounds better. I have claspers in, Crispy, I'm wearing contacts, my sweet boy. First firing to a cone what is a cone? I don't eat sugar, so I have no idea. I don't know how many years it's been since I've had a Pop-Tart. Yeah, I gave up processed sugar 3 years ago, and I haven't eaten just, like, a Pop-Tart for, like, over a decade. I know, it's weird, Jess. It's always shocking to people. They're like, "Why don't you wanna kill yourself?" I don't know. Phone is a word to denote a temp. So what it's just it's not like a physical thing, it's not like an actual cone, it's just a temperature? And what temperature is a cone? I do, I sell everything. Really? Oh, okay. That's good to know. I just started this, so I didn't know. I've never put water back into my cups yet. I'm waiting for them to dry out before I paint them, you know? But what can you we talk about the cone thing again? I don't really understand. So, like, it's just it's not a physical thing, it's just a way to tell temperature, but what is that temperature? So once I let my piece dry out and I put my acrylic and my oil paint on it, I can put water back in it and it's good to go? Well, now I'm even more confused if I can't do that. I feel like that's what I see on people online. They just like they make something and then they just put paint on it and then they like use it for food. Yeah, I'm also on YouTube. We're having a riveting conversation about uh pottery that I'm learning a lot of things because I've never done this is like 2 weeks in, so I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm being taught over on YouTube. Okay, starting over. I'm still really curious about a cone. Like where like what is this number? Yeah, I know, right? I'd be super confused if I was on TikTok and listening to me right now. Okay, there's a certain amount of water in this clay. Okay, and I can remove that by just letting it sit out in the sun, right? Sure am, Gumble. It's my favorite thing to do on any streaming platform. Okay, so it's full dry in like 24 hours after I make it. Okay. And then what I do? Just a bowl. Just a simple little bowl. You can do that too? Okay, cool. So either you let it out in the sun for 24 hours or you just be mean to it so it cries out all the moisture. Okay. That makes sense to me. I'm not a very mean person though, so I'm not sure if I should do that. Yeah, if you want to, Stray. We're learning about what a cone pack is and about how to fire clay and stuff like that. Okay. So I load it into my kiln, which is not my oven. Um, thanks, Natalie. Appreciate you. All right. We're gonna do these little small doozy what's its now. Oh, I'm into watching sad movies. Not really, Gumball. To be honest, the only reason I ever made whistles to begin with is because they make good videos. I don't really personally enjoy making whistles. Yeah, that's honestly straight. That's what I thought too. That's what I was trying to figure out over here, and it turns out you need like a specific, like kiln to bake your work at. And I can't figure out the temperature. We were talking about cones, but cones aren't a physical object. They're a just random number that you have to hit. What's up, Brian? Interesting. Fascinating. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. Okay. Wait, so what can you tell me the number? I don't know Celsius, so what's the number that we have to hit for a cone? Thanks, Dre. Uh, it's, Ella Fitzgerald Pandora Station because I forgot my password on Spotify. Each day's getting better, Dragon, I appreciate that. Today is feeling a little bit better than yesterday. I'm not coughing as much, but I'm still coughing, so I don't know. I appreciate you asking. Oh, I mean, that honestly makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like the properties of a clay body would definitely suffice. They'd fire over a period of time just from the freezing. Okay, the first firing is referred to as a bisque firing. Okay, so what temperature does a bisque firing go to? And what cone is that? Yeah, exactly, exactly. You either hit it with a lot of heat or you go the opposite direction and it fires from being too cold. That makes sense. That makes sense. Cone 4 is 1,800 degrees. All right. So fascinating. This is why there's so much misinformation in pottery studios. It just gets perpetuated like left and right. Oh my god. Oh 04 is 1,900 degrees, by the way, Fahrenheit, not and it's cone 4 is much hotter than 1,800 degrees. And cone 6 is not 21, it's 2236, and it can go up to cone 13, which is around 24, 47 or something like that. Thanks, appreciate it. You're giving misinformation, Claire. Stop it. And you kept saying there's no such thing as a physical cone. Don't lie to people, bro. There's a cone pack right here. 9, 10, 11. I can't, it's too much. You're spreading too much information in one video, Claire. I can't do it. I can't. You didn't say any accurate thing at all. Not a singly right thing. If there was one thing, I would have kept going, but it's like every single thing was like dramatically off. Oh, hell yeah, Kimberly. You should. Oh, yeah, Stray. You know what I'm talking about. This is actually what I usually fire to. Check this shit out. This is 8, 9, 10, 11. So I hit probably 12. You did break me, Jess. That was too much. It was too much misinformation even for me. And that's saying something, but this is 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 was probably at like 2 or 3 o'clock. There's like I have this is why we're making a misinformation podcast. Claire, I would love to have you on my misinformation podcast. The whole concept of it is to spread false information into the pottery studio, and everything you said was false. And so I would love to have you on. Like true, and I mean this sincerely. I actually would like to have you on. So you should message me. No, my last wood firing got hotter. I honestly I got defeated by that. This I usually James usually eat it, but I can't do it. Oh yeah, Kimberly. Uh, yo, sup, BB? No, you're all good, Claire. I'm glad that you're trying to help. It's good to have informed information, though. Your information's coming from craft center knowledge, which is almost exclusively false. So we're doing 3 cups per. I feel like this one we can get rid of the throwing lines on. I think this one's kind of cute. Dying over here. Oh, I just want to think about what I. Okay. Okay. So these 3 will be the ones that keep their throwing lines, and then the other ones won't. Phoebe, how are you? What's up, Lucy? Wow. I don't think I've ever been broken from misinformation before to that degree. Like, actually, I think that was like a truly mind-blowing one. But and this has nothing to do with Claire here, but this does go into a bigger, like, actual concern, is that that kind of information that Claire was talking about is what's being taught in craft centers. It's all false. It's like, it's all false. I just and so anyway, I wanna perpetuate and spread more of it. It's bad, Stray. Honestly, like, it's to the point where it's like, like, if you were just a hobby potter and you're just trying to, like, learn stuff and you go to your craft center teacher and they're like, they'll tell you, "Oh, high fire is cone 6. Oh, air bubbles cause explosions. Oh, you have to bisque before you glaze. Oh, what's a wood kiln?" It's like, ah. Yeah, well, this clay shrinks 11.5%. The porcelain that we were using yesterday shrinks 14 and quarter. The stoneware that we're using as well today that we're gonna be trimming is, um, I think it shrinks 12.5%. So, there's a lot of shrinkage going on here. I might have to. Thanks, BB. Will you tip me so I can buy one of those things that I shove in my ear? Yeah, exactly, Stray. My question is, where are they finding these instructors? Like, is it just the only people who are willing to teach them? Teach the classes? Like, I truly don't know. And, like, what do you think it makes sense to hire someone to teach the craft center teachers? Like, actual information? Like, a little bit? I tried to do that at one of the craft centers near me, but they wouldn't pay me what I wanted, so I said no. And then they were like, I even offered to teach them how to fire their kiln that they've never fired before because they didn't have someone to know how to do it. And I said, "This is my price to learn how to fire it." They're like, "No." And then months later, they reached out being like, "We need you, but we're still not going to pay you more than we agreed on, we talked about earlier." So the point is, I never helped them fire that kiln. Hopefully, they found someone to fire it at this point. It's been like a year and a half now. Exactly, Jess. Thank you. Well, so Kimberly, the hard part is that a lot of the people who actually know the information aren't teaching. A lot of potters who actually maybe know more of the information are the ones who are either usually making or whatever their case is. They're not in the crafts area, crafts uh, room, like in general. There's a lot of drama that's involved in craft centers, and which is one of the reasons I don't teach in them anymore. It's between the misinformation and the drama from people who've been making pottery for 50 years, but they have the skills of a 4-year-old. You know, it's like, absolutely not caviar. Oh my God. Audrey, how are you? That's true. That's true, Stray. Yeah, right. BB, I got you. The most difficult was this plug. First thing I've ever made in my entire life. You want me to be your mom? I'm confused. I'm happy for it, BB. Whatever you want. Yeah, it's an interesting one because it's like hard enough to make money in general in here. Maybe Snake. Depends if you buy it, you can do whatever you want. I might stray. I'm not entirely sure. The problem is that I teach tennis and and Zika used to start on the 17th and go to like the 24th, and now it starts on like the 25th or 6th and goes to the 30th or whatever. And I start teaching tennis on the 26th, so I probably can't. But if someone hires me to come out for something, I would. But probably not. Yeah, Kimberly, Olive does the same sometimes if I don't leave out good water for her. Also, I potentially got invited to go down to Brazil to do a workshop, and so I might do that in March. So we'll see. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, that'd be cool. Do you know when you're firing it? I get to fire a rocket kiln. I would love to try. I want to build one. I want a converted Lisa Orr meshed with Kevin Kalowski or whatever is however you pronounce his name, last name. Yeah. Olive usually finds my sponges and chews them if I'm not paying attention. Well, she doesn't mean to. She brings them to me, and maybe there's a little bit of a casualty on the way to my hand. Okay, cool. I I'll let you know if I come out. I I know it would be good to do, and I missed last year, so I should do it. I'm just I'm sure I can. I only get so many weeks that I actually get to train these kids, but maybe I can take a couple days off. I'll see. And also to see if I'm going to Brazil instead. Oh, that'd be cool. I don't even know that one. I'll have to Google that. Would you mind sending me? Let me just screenshot this. Hold on. Fascinating. I never heard that name before. Stick with the metal. Kimberly, what are we talking about? I don't know what a stick with the metal is. I also like to go see my tea dealer. He lives in no, he's not in Traverse City anymore, but he was in Traverse City. A third floor studio, and he was talking about doing a workshop at some point, so it'd be nice to go out maybe and do that. I don't know if that's too much though in that one go. Yeah, he's in Chicago. So this one goes with this sake set, and then the ones we did prior, so the ones that have throwing lines will go with this sake set. I third floors, and then my tea dealer, he's in Kingsley now or Traverse City. I don't really remember. I can't really remember. Honestly, I'm shocked that the feed's going well today because the wind we're having 30 something mile an hour gusts today. I've never been concerned about little doozy dot what's it falling off on me and like catching around the wheel and stuff until I've had this jacket. And for the first time in my life, I'm like, maybe this thing will go around and just cut my neck off. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, I've never had a concern before, but yeah, tucking back in makes more sense than what I just did. Except that these got wet, uh, super wet and on my chest now. Well, whatever. It's called a bat, Kimberly. Sandy, about 2 weeks. So anybody can learn to do this pretty quickly. I'm quite new to this. Yeah, it's much nicer than throwing on, metal. The bats don't hurt your hand as much. I appreciate that, Kyle. I'm trying my hardest. I feel like, 3 weeks in, I might be able to make something worth selling, but, like, at the moment, I'm feeling a little, like, kind of, like, insecure about the stuff that I've been making, if that makes sense. So okay, so now we're gonna trim the plates, and then we're gonna do the sake bottles, and then the butt plug. I mean, the matcha plug. I can't, BB. I can't tell funny stories. I went to art school. It's just too serious. My life is just way too serious for that. Can't put that in my mouth because TikTok will ban me. It's really annoying that I can't put things in my mouth because of TikTok. The rules over there are lame, like weirdly frustrating. So we're at 3 1/4. Yeah. If you put tools in your mouth, Stray, you are 100% getting restricted. Every single time I put something in my mouth, I get restricted in about 15 seconds. Um, I think a majority of doing trimming fast is just knowing that you're gonna be taking off a set amount every single time you do it. No, it's just you can say whatever you want on TikTok. Apparently, but it's just about putting things in my mouth. Oh, I swear a lot, and it's never done anything. It's the only thing that's ever restricted me is putting stuff in my mouth. But Kyle, it's like knowing how much you need to take off and just taking off the brunt of it really quickly. I think that just takes some time. All right, so we're gonna just make 8 of these for her. Yeah, that and like drinking stuff. Yeah, well, if you did that on, it would immediately restrict your account. Christina, how are you? This is the commission bowls for a local woman. Like I said, I'm doing all commissions this week, as long as I get them. Obviously, I can't do commissions that don't exist, but I'm sure he got his number. I'm okay. I'm feeling a little still a little sick, but I'm feeling a lot better. How are you? What's new? What's happening? What's going on? Oh, the Discord tea party went really well, I think. Dragons in here. They can attest to it. Hmm. Interesting, BB. Stray right now we're using T3. It's a gray stoneware from Sheffield. But before we were using standard 378 from standard. It's a black clay body. I've recently just stopped caring about mixing clay bodies, and I go between gray stoneware, black stoneware, and porcelain every day. And I don't clean my wheel or anything. I just do the do whatever. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, to be honest. I don't really care enough at this point in my stage. I kind of like the extra little bit. Oh my god, Kyle, you're so good. Hi BB, nice seeing you. Kyle, you making anything cool in the ceramic world? The big thing though is that except for this clay body for these bowls specifically stray, I usually wedge in about 20 to 30% silica sand to all my clay bodies these days. This is T3 with grog, so there is some grit to it, but it's not crazy. What clay body are you using mostly? Oh, hell yeah. I did, and they were fine. They were totally fine. Hell yeah, Kyle. Oh, go on. Yeah, you can see it maybe when it stops, but you can see all the little dots everywhere. I'm trimming it out. Yeah, no, all the mixed porcelain and black clay bodies that were double walled, totally fine. I didn't get a crack on anything, and I hit cone 13 that firing. So, but it's because we wedged in like 20 to 30% silica sand. If we hadn't, the clay shrinkage is crazy different. I mean, the black clay is like 11%, 11.25%, and the porcelain's 14.5%. So, you know, I don't even know what chicken grit is. What's chicken grit? Okay. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what happens when you put it in the clay. I don't understand at all, Kyle. Can you elaborate on that? You've totally lost me. I have no idea what we're talking about anymore. Um, guys, I think after this bowl, I just want a break. I want to go sit down. I can see my attention span is waning, so I'm gonna go sit down, have a cup of tea, doom scroll on TikTok for 5 minutes, and then I'll probably come back. Probably be the key term there. Thanks, Kimberly. If I don't come back, I'll probably come back this evening. We'll have throw some stuff. I have to do quite a bit of just random stuff today during the day today. So honestly, straight, yeah, that all that misinformation took it out of me. That was I've never been I've never experienced that much wrong information. I mean, I know there's no right or wrong in the pottery world, but wow, it's too much for my little brain. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down, take a break. Sounds good. Bye, guys.